What's up, everybody? Welcome to the P.O. Vincent podcast here on the River's Edge Online Radio Network. I'm your host, Vincent Didiano, giving you my point of view on movies. Welcome to the show, everybody. This is not going to be a full-length episode like I usually do. This is a mini episode where I do these little mini episodes whenever there's another movie coming out that week that I either wanted to review, but, I want to see the other movie first, or it's just such a big movie where I can't ignore it. I got to give it a review, movie people are going to be talking about. And when a Disney movie comes out, you really can't avoid it, especially one that's a sequel to one of their biggest hits of the past 10 years, Frozen. That's right, everybody. Queen Elsa and Princess Anna are back in another adventure as their kingdom of Arendelle is once again in danger of being destroyed due to a magical natural disaster, and the two have to go on an adventure to discover the truths behind secrets. And this sounds actually very familiar. No, I'm saying, yeah. Oh wait, that sounds a lot like the plot to the first one. May seem like I'm getting off to a negative start with the movie, but that's the one thing I'll say right off the bat, negatives, and I will get into the positives. There are some positives to this film. It does seem to reuse some elements from the first film, such as, like I said, what kicks off the big adventure is their kingdom could be destroyed or what have you due to some kind of natural disaster that has a magical source. In the original one, of course, it was Elsa losing, not fully controlling her powers, and her ice powers were going to destroy Arendelle. This one is a combination of natural forces coming at Arendelle, but still, it's kind of like this is what happened in the last one. Other things get reused. I don't want to go into too many because it'd be spoilers, but it seems like that did kind of bother me. There aren't a lot of them, but they're recreating big things from the first one. A certain moment with Elsa that happened in the first one kind of happens again in this one. Different reasons, but it's basically the same kind of scene. And that did bug me. And then one thing definitely happened that happened in the last one that happened again in this one, except it was kind of different character. And I'm just like, you guys do realize you're just recycling what you did in the first one. It gives less of an impact in this one because you already played that card in the first one. So that, I gotta say, that's one of the things that bothered me about this film, is that they're just reusing certain things from the last one, and that makes this one feel a little less unique. But anyway, let's get into some of the things that I did like. Thing here about Frozen 2 is they expand the world of Frozen. We get to go to an entirely different land, at first I thought it was far away from Arendelle, but apparently it's not that far away. Point is, it's a different land filled with it's a magical forest that they must journey to, because the source of the attack on Arendelle apparently comes from this magical forest that their parents told them about when they were little kids. And Elsa feels drawn to it. There is something calling out her to bring her to this place from before even the big accident in Arendelle, this new attack on Arendelle happened. And it's really her trying to find, how do I put this? Elsa knows there's something in this place that is her, that draws her there without going into, spoilers or whatnot. But it is somewhat, cool, this, knowing that there's something else out there, and it's part of the adventure. Anna, of course, Anna's whole deal once again in this film, unfortunately, I'm starting to realize maybe there's a few more things about this film I didn't like. I didn't hate it. So I just want to get that out of the way. But yeah, no, let's go through Olaf. Let's get into Olaf for a minute. I'll get back to Anna. Olaf, of course, once again is goofy and charming and hilarious and lovable in all the ways. He has this one scene about third or halfway through the film that is priceless. Everybody in the theater was cracking up when Olaf did this one little thing where he was kind of recounting certain events, and it was great. It was great. If you see this film and you get to that part, I'm sure you're going to laugh too. And that's the great thing about Olaf. He's this goofy, kind of wise but really dumb character, but you just can't help but love him. And gotta give credit. I forget his name. Josh Gad. I always forget this guy's name, but he's really good. Josh Gad, who voices Olaf. Credit to him once again. Credit to all the voice actors. You've got Kristen Bell playing Anna. Dina Menzel playing Elsa. And Sterling K. Brown is in this film as a new character called Mattias, a Arendelle general that joins him on their adventure at some point. Now let's. I always hate it when I say too much. I hate it. Anyway, let's talk about Anna. Anna's thing in this journey is she wants to help Elsa on this adventure. I mean, of course, she wants to save Arendelle again, and she wants to stick by Elsa's side and be together forever, sisters, because they were separated for so long, and that's part of the theme of the film is that times change. Things are going to happen whether you want them to or not, and you've got to be able to learn how to live with it, or just realize that doesn't mean the world is over. That's trying what they're getting to, even though their world might end. So it's like a literal kind of thing. Let's talk about the music. There's no song in this movie that I feel like is a Let It Go. Remember, because that was the biggest thing about the first Frozen. Let It Go. That song, Let It Go, Let It Go. You heard it every day, every hour when that movie came out. There's no song in here that really gets up to that level. All the songs in the movie are nice. I mean, I'm not a big song guy. By that means, it's like when you ask me what makes a good song or a bad song, I'm probably not the best guy to ask. But I will say this: I know when something's catchy or memorable, and I don't feel like any of the songs in this movie were that memorable. None of them were bad. And once again, Idina Menzel and Kristen Bell, they both got great voices, and they sing them very well. Like I got no problem with that there. But none of them, I honestly can't remember many of them. Like some of them parts are kind of coming back to me, which is not really that bad. Which is really kind of a bad thing in the movie. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's still a Disney film. The songs are good, but I don't know if any of them are going to be like Let It Go, where people are going to be singing them a lot. Unless Disney just plays them 24 hours on the radio, which they're Disney. They can do that if they want. Man, Disney's getting scarier and scarier. Every time they buy a new company or something, I'm like, oh my God. Little side rant there. But, so yeah, I mean, the movie's filled with adventure, lots of action. Because we go to this magical forest area and there's like multiple magical spirits. There's a water spirit, a fire spirit, stone spirit, and a wind spirit. So it's really challenging because Elsa's powers really come into play a lot here because these other spirits are coming at them left and right, and Elsa's got to use her ice powers to try to save everybody when they can't save themselves, and it just really you really feel the pressure on Elsa in this movie from time to time. Like she really feels like, but which is kind of weird because I feel like there's some regression of Elsa's character in this movie. Part of her progression in the last film was learning to open up and trust people and be a part of people's lives. But then again, when she kind of goes through the things like multiple times in the movie, she says, I got to do this by myself. I've got to do this by myself. And Anna's like, no, you're not. Like we went through this before. And, at the end of the day, they do keep the teamwork or like being family and sticking together thing there. But it doesn't feel quite tight as in the first one. Yeah. So, Frozen 2. I really feel like I don't have much to say about it because, unfortunately, like I said, they reuse a lot of elements from the first film, which is a downer. Positive, once again, everyone performance-wise is doing well. The world, like I said, the world is expanded. We get to introduce new magical elements, new lands, but it reuses certain things like secrets to be discovered, things like that. In fact, there's something that's revealed in this film that makes me question the actions of characters from the first film a little bit. I'm like, wait, hold up. If that was the deal, then why did you guys do things this way? That doesn't... If you guys knew that, and you're revealing... Anyway, can't go into without knowing the spoilers. But anyway, Frozen 2. Would I give it a recommendation, or would I recommend you guys just pass on it? I will give Frozen 2 a recommendation. I don't think it's bad at all. It's a good film. It's a good quality film, but I just don't think it's great. It's good, but it's not great. So I'm going to give it a recommendation. I mean, if you got kids, they'll get a kick out of it. I don't think kids will be bored watching this film, but I just don't think they'll love it as much as the first one, even though that was that was like 5 years ago. So, yeah, it's good. I'm sure it's going to make a lot of money for Disney and whatnot. But I just don't think it had the same kick that the first one did. And even I didn't think the first one was that great. It was good. I mean, I liked the little twist at the end with the whole true love being not a romantic love, but a sisterly love. I think that was really cool. The way that the imaginative way they use Elsa's ice powers, it translates into this film as well. But yeah, I just feel like they recycled too many things from the first one, and some things just didn't add up to me. But it's still a good film. I think kids will love it, and I honestly do feel a little conflicted about this film. I do feel a little conflicted because I don't want, like, if I didn't hate it, I was never really bored. There was just moments where I was just like, okay, we're doing this again. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to give it a recommendation, but it's not going to give it a strong recommendation. So I'll say, if you're going to go see it during the matinee, save you a few bucks. That's what I'll say about Frozen 2. All right. So that'll be it for this little mini episode of the P.O. Vincent podcast. If you guys didn't enjoy this, please check out some of the other episodes I've done. I'm uploading more and more to YouTube now. And please, if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe, click the notification bell if you want to see more episodes. And thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I'm looking at things through my point of view. Take it easy. Hey everybody, hope you enjoyed that clip. We live stream every Thursday night on our Twitch channel. And of course, check us out on the River's Edge Online Radio Network.